No conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
Coach, thank you. We have playoff football and bone-chilling playoff football at that in the city of brotherly love at Lincoln Financial Field. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Noah Spence, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Mayfield. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They'll roll him out right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Hey, on 133. Protein spill.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Check nickel.
I got you.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
180!
50! Check.
On second and 11 now. Mayfield. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Regular. Up.
58 to Mike. Too little, okay? Check three.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second down, it's Jones. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. Mayfield now from the 50. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Miles Boykin, 50 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. The run on first down gets them a couple up to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Newton to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Mayfield to throw it. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
180. 50, 50. Hey, get the way.
On first down, Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll run it with Jones. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to read.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic.
3rd and long. It's Newton. And look at this. Cam Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off by Sidney Jones.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight.
This is Jones. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing, Mayfield. It's caught, Jones. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
On 3rd down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the 1st down. But in this case, he turned it into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Pistol.
Now Jones. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Alert! Mike 50.
Now Mayfield to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Watch the whip. King.
To throw, Mayfield. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good, we're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
It'll be a gain of 6, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because They have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Newton on 3rd down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is. But
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Hunter, a heavy rush, and down he goes. Danielle Hunter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Flush to his right. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. Jones breaking from the contact. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. From the 27, Newton. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Ready? 2 times.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Eluding the pressure right. Jones has it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Caught by Jones. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Newton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The shotgun snap for Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Great.
Here we go on fourth. Newton. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Mayfield on first down. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Alvin Kamara taking it in. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. Out of the gun, Newton. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
I got him. Fun.
50's to Mike.
Point it right. I got you.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Noah Spence able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Now here's Michael Dixon. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Here we go.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 2-yard line.
That's it.
Watch the run.
From the end zone, Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run, and even 70 yards.
First and 10 at the 28.
So forget about any talk of possible safeties. Here's 1st and 10 clear on the other side of the field. Now it's Newton. Flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hey, 133.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Run.
Mayfield now. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. This is caught. Touchdown, Giants. Miles Boykin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and forever. Newton now to throw. And that will be incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now Newton. He's going to air one out for Anderson, and they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
180.
Bring it. Man left, man left. We got four.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's Jones. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to have a third down.
Mike, 58, right there. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Mayfield looks to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Now Newton. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Newton to throw. Rolling to his right. Touchdown, Eagles. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the gun, here's Newton. Flush to his right, toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on third down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Mayfield to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Eric Armstead in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Fielded just inside the 30. That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Check Mike, check Mike.
On first down, Newton eluding the pressure right. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, we gonna make the 48. Don't get nervous.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. Wide open receiver complete. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Mike, 48. Mike.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Flushed out right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
You better be afraid of me.
To throw again, Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Come on, QB, come on.
They snap it to Newton. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Will Fuller, 45 yards. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. He's going to float this one deep right side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Check. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Throwing is Newton. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And going deep for Hill. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 47 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. Jones break. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play. Newton on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Switch up.
Throwing again. Newton, flush to his right. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
180. 44, come on. Hey, keep it up, keep it up. Shoot, 8.
Now Newton on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And that will write a finish to this ball game. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Philly.
Yeah.